Light. That is my favorite thing about this time of year. The lights that people put on the outside of their houses, the lights on the trees, candles, and I guess it's always been my favorite thing. As my siblings will tell you, when we used to go to candlelight service, I guess I was a little bit obsessed with lights, so I would point to the lights in the ceiling and say light, light, and the candles and say light, light. I guess the congregation was very amused by that, and so were my siblings. They still tease me about that to this day. And another tradition I remember is after that candlelight service, my father used to drive us around to look at all the lights that people put on their houses, and that's one of my favorite memories. I can't say that I really remember many of the gifts that I got as a kid. Of course I remember some, but what I really remember is driving around looking at the lights, going to candlelight service together, and just being all together. We were one of those annoying families that opened up one gift at a time, so it took us hours to open all the gifts. But I remember being together, and how nice that was. And obviously I came from a Christian background, but no matter what your belief system or what you grew up with, they all have the same things, common elements: miracles, lights. Christmas has the miracle birth and the Star of Bethlehem lighting the way for the wise men. Hanukkah, as you probably know, is also called the Festival of Lights, and it celebrates the miracle that happened, that one little bottle of oil that was only supposed to last one day ended up lasting for 8 days. So again, the miracle and lights. And even if you didn't grow up with one of those two traditions, if you grew up in the Northern Hemisphere, December 21st is the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. And after that, the days get longer and longer, which means more and more light. If you happen to grow up in Australia, that's the longest day of the year, the day with the most light. So I don't think it's an accident or a coincidence that we celebrate these holidays around that time. Now, the light that we're talking about, however, isn't necessarily just the light bulbs and candle flames and that kind of light. It's also the light that we carry in our hearts. And I found a few passages from A Course in Miracles that talk about the light that I'd like to read. They're all from the text. The power of one mind can shine into another, because all the lamps of God were lit by the same spark. When a mind has only light, it knows only light. Its own radiance shines all around it and extends out into the darkness of other minds, transforming them into majesty. The light in one awakens it in all, and when you see it in your brother, you are remembering for everyone. Those speak about our interconnectedness, and the light that we have can be felt by other people just by seeing the best in other people. I used to have a little bit of a resentment this time of year when I first got on the spiritual path. I thought, well, why are people only singing about peace on earth, goodwill towards men in December, or joy to the world, or buying gifts for each other and in the spirit of giving and doing nice things? Why are people like that all year? And of course I came to understand that that was a judgment, and all it did was rob me of my own inner peace. So little by little letting that go, and seeing that what a wonderful thing that we are celebrating, that people take the time and make it a special point and make it a priority to do that kind of thing. And no matter what tradition or spiritual belief you have, you most likely can feel the energy vortex that's created around this time. Things go faster, the stores are busier, holiday parties, lots of activities. So it can be challenging to not get caught up in that and stay peaceful, to be that light. So this time of year, think about how you're going to use that energy. Are you going to use it to mash the gas and pull into that parking spot before somebody else gets it at the mall? Or are you going to use it maybe to find the strength to forgive somebody that maybe up until this point you haven't been able to? Or when you show up at the holiday party, are you going to be the person that is fun to be around, or are you going to be the one that's complaining about all the things that you haven't done, or that you hate this time of year, or that you're alone, or those things? Let that light, let your light shine when you show up at your family gathering, if you do. Are you going to remember the resentments of what happened last year, or are you just going to be in the present moment and again shine your light and be the light that you came here to be, that you are in truth? So those are just some things to think about this holiday season. Hopefully that's given you some comfort and some peace and some things to think about. And as you share your gifts with the world, if you would like to give yourself the gift of a one-on-one coaching call, or signing up for the 8-week coaching program, The Pathway to Peace, or gift it to somebody else, I would be so honored to share the tools and teachings that I've learned with you if you're having a tough time. So thank you for watching. I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to share my light with the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings to you always and always. Namaste.